Guys know that they fly, know that they ride or die. My guys know that they fly. These brothers might ride or die.
Guys know that they fly, know that they ride or die. My guys know that they fly. These brothers might ride or die.
Unless you heard it from me, got it from me, then you ain't heard it from me. All the energy. Unless you heard it from me, got it from me, then you ain't heard it from me. All the energy. Guys know that they fly, know that they ride or die. My guys know that they fly. These brothers might ride or die.
Guys know that they fly, know that they ride or die. My guys know that they fly. These brothers might ride or die.
Why they wanna move like that? Why you want gone? Why you want act like that? Why you play hard? Why they wanna move like that? Why you want gone? Why you want act like that? Why you play hard? I gotta do what I do. I'm really here on my ones now. I gotta do what I do. One instead of 4 3s or 2s. I gotta do what I do. I'm really here on my ones now. I gotta do what I do. One instead of 4 3s or 2s. Unless you heard it from me, got it from me, then you ain't heard it from me. All the energy. Unless you heard it from me, got it from me, then you ain't heard it from me. All the energy. Guys know that they fly, know that they ride or die. My guys know that they fly. These brothers might ride or die.
Guys know that they fly, know that they ride or die. My guys know that they fly. These brothers might ride or die.
Why they wanna move like that? Why you want gone? Why you want act like that? Why you play hard? Why they wanna move like that? Why you want gone? Why you want act like that? Why you play hard? I gotta do what I do. I'm really here on my ones now. I gotta do what I do. One instead of 4 3.
Hi guys, how's it going and welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing some more Euro Truck Simulator 2. I will be doing some jobs across the ETS2 map. After all, it is a chill drive stream. So my aim is not to go the CD road, but obviously if a job happens to take me that way, then you know it's like, right, let me get this first job sorted out. And as I catch up with the chat, I see the Nightbot had some fun with Nebula. Capital letters by the looks of it. Okay, first one, Zurich, Switzerland. And welcome Pip. Do you know what? I actually liked that last night. I can definitely see myself having that again one day. I got it off the shelf as a change, because I'd never had them before. And like I said, Wiley's Better Food Outlet was alright. I'm just a bit nervous at where that wire is for the wheel, because it's kind of leaning against my wireless dongle. That's that wire. I was wondering what that wire was for. It's weird because normally my wire for my wheel would go like under the desk to my computer, but now my computer is here, just off view of the camera. So it's weird. So my wire is going like that way instead. As for that word which Pip had to like kind of blur out, if you want to put it that way, I mentioned it to Shani, she had absolutely no idea what that word was. So I'm a bit surprised because by far, in terms of white people anyway, by far the biggest number of foreigners are Americans. In fact, it might be the biggest number overall, but definitely in terms of white people. I I'm saying it like that because maybe there's more Indians or Chinese, but I know for a fact in the expat community the biggest number by culture mile is Americans. I think it's very 9 Americans there is. You find one British person. Something like that. Hello Tank, nice of you to come along. Over on YouTube of course. And that is one thing I will say about the Philippines. I don't understand why you would move to a foreign country and be part of an expat community instead of the actual locals. Don't understand it, don't get it. But yeah. It's not, doesn't appeal to me. Because if I was just going to join an expat community, I would, you know, stay where I am. Well, not your cup of tea, but you eat what you're happy with, exactly that. What's your plans for tonight? Well, I'm starting to get a little bit low on the supplies in terms of food in the house. Got some egg fried rice and I've got some salt and pepper chicken, so I think that's what I'll be having tonight. Some salt and pepper chicken with rice. Shiny won't be pleased. Hi Mahal. ¿Cómo está Mahal Karaza? If I started speaking in Tagalog, you guys wouldn't understand it. So you could say Hindi ko alam, which is I don't understand or I don't know. I think is the correct translation for that. Oh yeah, prawns around cats, they'll go absolutely mad. Like, you can get this, like, I don't understand what it is, but you get like these sardine and mackerels in tins. You know, those like rectangular tins. Like, sometimes I get that from my dad and my cat just sits there looking up at him. And if he turns his back on the food for a moment, she jumps up and tries to take it. Proper funny. So this job was nearly 1,000 kilometres when I took it. First job of the stream is going to Zurich, so I don't think that'll take me CD roads. I'm totally wrong side of the map for that. But if you are just tuning in over on YouTube, make sure you have hit that like button. Hitting that like button does help me out a massive amount as a content creator, so it is very much appreciated, my friends. Hopefully you guys have had a nice Friday. The weekend is here. They know what they're doing, they do indeed. Now, I know that I'm just thinking about my dinner again. I know I'm pretty sure it's my last portion of egg fried rice that I've not had tonight. If I have all the salt and pepper chicken as well, that only leaves cheese, onion bakes and pasta in the house of mine, along with like sauces and things like that. So yeah, I am looking at going out to see a realtor tomorrow though, so I should be able to pick up some supplies because of that. Yeah, it's been like 2.5, 3 weeks since I've been to a takeaway, so I'm happy with that. Oh, You don't want Tank breaking his new keyboard. I don't think that's covered in warranty, Pip. Only if he plays with Harrison, I suppose, oh dear. So yeah, let's see how this job goes for us then. I'm always nervous here because the amount of times I bumped into someone driving on the wrong side of the road here has been unbelievable. Thankfully that's not the case yet, although we're about to come off this road, so we should be safe. Of course, we are going to the Channel Tunnel today because we're not going to Calais, so it won't send me to the ferry port. Been getting a fair few likes on some of my TikToks lately, so thank you to those who might be watching here who also follow me over there. A big thank you to that. I'll be reaching out to Nebula maybe tomorrow with some ideas of things we can do. Depends how clear I am for time tomorrow, if not Sunday. I suppose one good thing this weekend is there's no F1, so that's one less thing I need to fit around things. There is next week though, and I'm sure it's another early one. What is it, 6 AM? I think it's 7 AM on the Saturday for qualifying and 7 AM on the I don't know. Qualifying is either 6 or 7 AM Saturday, and then race is 6 or 7 AM on the Sunday next week, so there's that. But this weekend, no F1. We can just this evening, relax with the tunes on in the background and get jobs logged for the VTC. I've got no idea, by the way, guys, if my clean of my PC has worked. The only way I'm going to probably know is if I end up going to Dewsbury for this stream, which is very unlikely. So chances are I won't know if my repairs to my PC, I say repairs, it was a clean of my PC. I won't know if that's, oopsies, I clearly overshot that. So yeah, I won't know if my cleaning out my PC has fixed the issues until tomorrow, almost certainly. Because tomorrow and Sunday are CD Road streams. for at the minute, what, CPU's on 4 point, well, it's just been 4.4, 4.1, 4.3. If it stays like that, I'm happy. 3.9, so it might be okay. And I'm hoping it is okay. Ooh, I'm a bit laggy there. And because I'm hoping I will, apart from that, my computer needs to be moved one more time while walls get plastered. But apart from that, I'm hoping I won't need to do anything to the PC until I replace the damn thing. So, you know. Oh, I'm not, but having said that, well, Mother's Day is coming up, and my mum's not said anything about doing anything. But I've sent her card, so if she wants to do something at last minute, she's going to have to let me know. Because normally she works it. As for her birthday, it's May, so I'll be having to inquire about that one before long. Oh my god. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I was on the starting soon screen for a little bit longer, getting my cup of coffee, because I needed it, because I was feeling quite worn out. Oh, wrong button. Woke up a little bit early this morning, and that's starting to catch up with me, unfortunately. I was about to say hopefully I'll sleep well tonight, but then I just remembered I'll be waiting until Charmy finishes work, so that's 11:30 at best. And I'll be up early for catching the rail tour tomorrow, so yeah. That's not happening. I'm still alive tomorrow, yes. Because tomorrow I'll be recording the rail tour, heading back home, and then I'll be able to spend a little bit of time getting some content sorted out. Well, I can do the Pokemon Go thing on my phone. I'll be doing that while I'm at the rail tour. Well, I'll do it while I'm driving. Nearly driving, I do is driving people around the bend. But while I'm heading to the rail tour, I can get that bit sorted. Yeah, between now and July I'm trying to stream as much as I physically can. So yeah, I'm fitting, I fit as much in to my day as I can. Well, I won't be able to record any Pokemon Go shorts on the plane because I'm not walking. So my distance won't count for the eggs, and Pokemon won't spawn either. So none. And depending on what my internet's like when I get to the Philippines, I'll hopefully be able to record a handful while I'm over there. There's a handful of Pokemon that spawn only in certain places, like for example Mr. Mime is European only, Stonejourner is UK only, and there's a few that spawn like in only certain parts of Asia, for example Farfetch'd comes to mind. So it'd be a good excuse to get the regional exclusives done. You can walk up and down the aisle. I mean, if I started doing that, I think security would, well, not security, flight attendants would be watching me thinking, what is this guy up to? And that assumes I've even got signal while flying. I don't know what kind of, what that's about. So yeah, I don't know what to expect with that. You might get plain Wi-Fi, but there's no guarantee, right? Well, it's good to know. But yeah, apparently I'll have like some sort of entertainment system in front of me, and my best bet is just to chill. Watching whatever's on that. I've never used plain Wi-Fi, as the onboard entertainment is good enough. Lots of movies usually. Oh well, I'll be alright then. Now, there's 3 groups of people I do not want to be sat next to on long-haul flights. One is a kid, because, should I want to try and get a little bit of sleep, that's not happening. One is a baldy, because all I'll be thinking about all stream is, bang. And then the third one's a large person, because I don't fancy getting squashed in my seat. Oh, number 4, smelly person. Because then I would know about it. Sometimes games as well, they're not that great, but it's something to do. Well, I think my first flight's something like 9 hours, so, I might just consider it. My mate thinks I'm off my head, my first flight being such a long haul, but, it's just how it's landed. Well, this guy's decided to not slow down while being overtaken. Surprise, surprise. Get a little bit further ahead and I'll move over. That'll be good enough. And yeah, not many do, because anyways, we've got less than 500 kilometres on this job already as we head towards Luxembourg. Or Luxembourg, technically. Yeah, all being well, I'll get some of interest in all my flights. If I get one of the branded A380s, my friend group will go mad. So, and interestingly though, the last 2 days, the lunchtime departure from Manchester has been one of the branded ones. The one for Bristol, Children Needs was today, and yesterday's was Travel Dubai or something like that. Are we on about PC games, Kraza? If you're off to Dubai, then you have a higher chance of an A380 from Manchester. Well, my ticket says A380. From what I'm seeing on Flight Radar, they only use A380s to Manchester these days. So, you know, if it's not an A380, I'm not going to be a happy man. Because I'm not going to lie, the main reason I went the way I did was because I want an A380. I should get one going there and one coming back, alongside a 777 and an A320. And as for PC, I think there's only two games, sorry, that I've got on my PC, which I've not played on this channel. One which is RuneScape, which I open like once a month, and the other one's Army and RTS, which I've opened a couple of times. It's a game that I used to have on PS2. Everything else that I've got on Steam, I have played on YouTube at some point or another. Well, so like 15 to 20 games in total. Well, a couple of them are F1, a couple of them are FIFA, FC, whatever you want to call it. You only use the 777 if it's an airport that can't hold an A380. I think one of the three trips out of Manchester was a 777 for a spell during their off season, but it's currently all A380s. Hopefully it stays that way. It's like, for example, I've got my eye set on Egypt, and like if I was to go to Cairo, return via Dubai, I can get an A380 to Dubai and then an A380 to Cairo. So I've got that well and truly booked. Well, I say booked, like planned in my head. I wanted to go Egypt to visit the Pharaoh's pyramids and that. You know, and you can just go direct to Egypt. You are right, because Egypt do go to Manchester, and I'm assuming to somewhere in Egypt. But I would happily divert simply to get an A380. Hello Oliver, welcome into the stream over on YouTube. Nice of you to join us today. It shows them offline on Kick. I've forgotten to press the button. I can see what I've done, sorry. We're not, we're live over there now, my apologies about that one, guys. But yeah, I don't know what about Egypt to go to for Manchester, but I was looking at the Emirates one, and to change it to Dubai to go to Cairo, it's about it's floating between 700 and 800 quid. Now the fact that I'd need a hotel while in Egypt, plus the fact that the Egyptian money is worth a lot more than the Filipino money, I would probably end up needing I'll probably end up spending around the same as I would do for the Philippines. Probably overall. Because what I save on flights would probably go on spending money and hotel costs. My mind just went. And now we've got Oliver over on kick. Welcome there. Again, apologies, I forgot to press the button. The one thing with the A380 is you never get the luxury of upstairs seats unless you're paying business or first class. There is some economy seats upstairs because it asked me did I want to buy my seat, and I looked at the seats and looked, and I was thinking, I'm not paying 67 quid for a seat. Swivel on it. But yeah, there's economy seats both up and downstairs. I'm just going to turn up at the day on the day, and just see what I get. If we get a window seat and it's the sun daylight, I'll probably contemplate taking off. Otherwise, I will not. But yeah, 67 quid for a seat. Absolute no chance. Alright, 250 kilometres left on this job before we get to Zurich. Of course, when I get to Zurich, I'll be getting this job logged and then I'll get another job going. And that's interesting. Now I've gone live on Cake, my CPU usage has started going through the roof. You know, it was hanging just a bit above 4% before. We're above 9% usage on CPU now. You'll need a good window view. Well, if there's a way for me to get a window seat, I will. I just need to be careful with regards to how obvious I make plane spotting. As it's not allowed in Dubai, I'm pretty sure. It's definitely not allowed in Egypt, I know that, but Dubai, I'm not sure. Oh god, it might be allowed in Dubai, I think a little bit. I think it's more restricted. But Egypt, just so much as take down the fleet number of a plane, they see you do it, that's enough to get you nicked. So, you know. Welcome back, Nebula. That's because you're dual streaming. Well, yes, but the change between when I was single streaming and now dual streaming is massive. But I don't think it was getting to 10% until recently, so something going on. And no, I will not be doing any plane recording in Egypt. But I say my focus of Egypt though is to, you know, well, two things. One, tick off a couple more A380s, and two, visit the Egyptian pyramids. Something I've wanted to do since I was about 8. Oh, I'll come back, alright, Krasa. Oh, I should have looked. I didn't realise that was such a tight corner. But yeah. Now I've got my passport. Maybe the case of when I can afford to do so, I will use it a little bit. I wouldn't say that around Egyptians, Krasa, because most of them will get offended. it's interesting if you look at ancient Egypt, like once that Egyptian religion's finished, it then went to Christianity for like 500 years. And now it's a Muslim, well, mostly a Muslim country. There is still some Christians there, but it's like 2% of the population, I think, something like that. It's really, 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 really small scale now compared to what it used to be. Why would I need a police escort to my hotel? That would be weird. Yeah, you imagine it. Excuse me, you're a police officer, yeah. Well, can you walk me to the hotel? Because I'm not old enough to walk myself. Because there's crime around there, I think, but I don't know if there was something going on when I went. It was a long time ago. Oh, so you have been to Cairo before then? Oh, there's a border checkpoint coming up. Yeah, once I'm in the finance position, I will look at Egypt as my first, well, probably my first non-Shami related flight. Unless the boys keep mithering to do Ireland or the Isle of Man or something. Well, you got Isle of Man is what, an A319, A320, A321, or Boeing 737 or 747. Compared to Egypt, where I can get a pair of A380s if I time it right. Open sesame, thank you. That guy left it late to turn into a different lane. Move over then. Jesus, man. He's got a much heavier load than me, so I can just easily get past him. I know originally before I started talking to Shami I was looking at doing America for the World Cup, but that's not happening. Bar some monumental explosion on YouTube, that is not happening. I do want to use my passport a bit now I've got it. I've got it for 10 years, so, you know. You renew after 10. Yeah, either after 10 or when you've not got any spaces left for stamps into your passport. I don't think I'll be needing to replace it though before 10 years. Because while I do want to make some flights, I won't be doing what one of my mates has done. He's starting to want to slow down his flights as he's took nearly, I think he's took nearly 200 flights. It's like, honestly, never known anything like it. I wonder if you'll go through 7 passports. Well, possibly. I don't think I'll fill up this current passport. But maybe further down the line, I will, and I'll need to replace my passport sooner than most. Because I think 99% of people won't make all them flights. Right. So he did get 1.5% damage on that. I don't remember how that happened, but anyway. We're on our way to 257 here on the Global Cargo Events profile. Right, let me get this job logged. Driven somebody not from Global Cargo, didn't drive anyone at all, so leave that as no. Right, let's see what our next job will be. So it's to Poznan. So that's out of Switzerland through Germany and then into Poland. 17 tons of onions, eh? I've just done a quick Google search as well with what, as I said, with regards to Egypt, and they don't escort foreigners, but police do follow them quite a lot to protect them. So, you know, interesting. So Global Car's doing. I'll try again. Global Cargo is doing fine, thank you, Oliver. Still going strong for the time being, which is what you want. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Walls, balls. I've just added about 100 kilometres onto my drive. I got confused at that junction. Feck's sake. this guy's going this way as well. Can't believe I've done that. If my job despawns before I get there because of this, I am not going to be a happy man. So turn around at this fueling station, and then that'll take me to where I need to be. Bit of bold driving, that. Well, bold sense of direction, I suppose. Oh. Back end stepped out then, but managed to get back under control. So yeah, basically getting a told the outskirts of Zurich here. Right, so this is where we went wrong, so we're now back on normal route. Well, as we join this, we're back on the route we should have been on originally. Less than 100 kilometres to where the job goes from, assuming it hasn't despawned. So in our extra long diversion, whatever you want to call it. Explains why we're out of the city by a long distance as well. We're going to Euro Acres. That's my coffee finished with. I mean, which lane do you want? Don't know what that guy thought he was doing then. Well, just coming up to your acres now. If that job's despawned and I've got to get another one, I'm not going to be happy. But equally, it's my own fault. Thankfully, it's still here. No. This can make it a looking about, I think. Oh, there we go. Right. 1,090 kilometres. This is a little bit longer of a job than the last one we did. Looks like we can go on this way, and that's where we're sending us. So yeah, this job is slightly longer than the one we just done. Hopefully we won't get lost anymore on this job. Right, let's get a move on. It's a shame there's not a road like going across from your acres to that road. They'd probably save us a good 50 to 100 kilometres that. Well, it is what it is. Let's roll. Roundabout. Well, if you are a first time viewer here on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and then hit the bell, as that way you will be notified of any future videos and live streams from myself. If you're a first time viewer over on Kick, make sure you do hit that follow button, as again you'll be notified of any future live streams. A big thank you for the continued support, guys, it's very much appreciated. Today we're just looking at doing, you know, a relaxing couple of hours, just doing jobs across the map, getting unlocked for the VTC I'm a part of. Hopefully you guys enjoy. It's much more laid back than the CD mode, because we shouldn't have to put up with people who can't drive properly. You don't normally see them in this part of the map. Oh, I'm just going that lane and it finishes. Right. I went to go straight then and realised at last second you can't. That was nearly a big mistake. Right, well, let's get ourselves back up to speed. 0 load damage, which is something we're trying to keep this job. Because one good thing about the chill drive streams, it does help you log jobs that are worth more money, you know, more of them, and all the good things like that. Why did you move Fortnite Friday to enter this week? Because I had a lot going on this week with regards to home improvements, so that messed up the schedule. Plus, Fortnite's new season came out this week and I wanted to cover it as early as I possibly could. So yeah, I did a lot of messing about with the schedule this week so I could incorporate covering Fortnite as early as I could. And you know, obviously I had 2 days less to stream because of the home improvements. I'm hopeful I won't have any issues next week, although I do have the walls being done, well, 2 of the walls being done next week, the 2 that need doing. I don't think that'll take as long, and I should be able to stream when they're done. My router is downstairs. I've got a wireless dongle on top of my computer. I've had this for a couple of years now, this particular one. It's really, really good. Yeah, unfortunately there's no option to have it up here, but it is downstairs. Would have been convenient to plug Ethernet cable right into the router. Well, yeah. The problem is though, is this house is coming up to 100 years old. So when this was built, internet wasn't a thought. In fact, the plug socket here, which everything's connected to, is that old. It doesn't even have a switch. So it goes to show how old some of this, you know, some of the stuff in this house still is. You know, it's one of them. Old technology, and I'm trying to make new technology work with old technology, and it's like, you know, I manage it. Yeah, we have to drive a lot of Germany in this stream. This job, sorry. I don't think I'll need to worry too much. I don't think we're anywhere near due, but in fact we won't be. We're on the other side of Germany to that, so we shouldn't come in any busy parts of the map, but it's nice to, you know, drive through a lot of base game this one. I'm getting the speeds which I'm paying for, so 140 download. To like 20 upload, which is the speed I pay for. So I'm not getting anything lower than I would do by using the wired dongle, or wired internet if that option was there. So you know, I'm getting what I'm paying for. I'm not getting anything less because I can't go wired. So you know, everything's running as it should. I mean, internet doesn't come free, but you know, we're getting what we pay for, and that's what we need. Less than 750 kilometres to go as we overtake that guy. We'll be going past Nuremberg in a minute or two. But yeah, we're not going to raise our internet or anything like that, so we're happy. busy is the server overall anyway? 3,258 people currently on Simulation Server 1. I'm expecting the 1.5 update to launch on ETS2 tomorrow, and if that does, TMP you won't be able to play, you'd have to downgrade back to 1.53. So just as a heads up on that one, guys. It came out on ATS yesterday, normally it falls on ETS2 within 48 hours, so just be mindful of that one. The consoles have crap Wi-Fi downloads, and your PC and phone can fully utilise the basically speed that it got, but the Xbox only does 200. Wow. See, you'd think for the price you pay for consoles these days, you know, you'd get good stuff like that. Just goes to show. Shout out to Nebula. I was thinking if it was my own error, but apparently it's just a make of the console. I think that's really poor, you know. I really do. I mean, the speed ain't slow, but it's just that you're not getting what you can get. But exactly, because you also have the full potential. In fact, funny enough, I was looking at internet, like, you know, how you can get good internet in the Philippines this morning, and unfortunately it seems to be the only person that's offering good internet guaranteed is a certain Elon Musk, so we're happy about that one. But you know, one of the things I was looking into, it's got mobile service, but it's like a bald man's head, it's very patchy. So if you're in a city, you'd probably be alright. You go into a province and it's hit and miss. You go up into Meltings, nothing. But one thing that Musk's internet service does is it connects to satellite straight away. So that's why it's so good, because it's not like, you know, like connecting to cables and all that stuff. And if I want to eventually split my time between England and the Philippines, that is something I'll have to look at, unfortunately. You go into the Meltings, you wildcamp, that is true, no phones, no technology, just during the stars. I mean, it's something I'll be up for doing eventually, but not obviously my first trip into the Philippines. It would be warm enough, well, yeah. Well, to me it would be, because it almost never drops below 20 degrees. But to Shami and her family, 20 degrees is cold. It's night time warm too, yeah. Like I say, even at night, it almost never drops below 20 degrees. If it does, it's like, you can probably count on your hand how many times it goes below 20 degrees in a year in that country. Any given moment. So how I'm going to sleep, I don't know. And it's not just that, the noise as well. So they're not getting wildfire. I'm not sure I'd have to ask Shami and find out. I know some of this islands are prone to typhoons and things like that, but not the island that Shami's on. I know that one. Same with volcanoes as well. I think it's a reasonably big island, from what I could see. No, not a desert. I don't think the Philippines have any desert islands. I think it's all like tropical islands, really. So we're on a quiet part of the map at the minute. There's one guy on my nearby who's ahead of me. Anyway, if you're a first time viewer on YouTube, make sure you do subscribe and then hit the bell, as that way you will be notified of any future videos and live streams from myself. If you're a first time viewer over on Kick, make sure you do hit the follow button, as again you'll be notified of the live streams. A big thank you for the continued support, guys, it is very much appreciated. As we continue making our way to Poznan, or as I like to call it, Poznan. At the minute we are in Germany. So we're passing near Leipzig in a minute. I've not been to Leipzig in a long time, as you can see. Same goes for Erfurt. Just haven't been getting jobs going, but When I opened the map then and saw that blue dot coming towards me, I thought he's on my side of the road. Thankfully he's not. At least I can relax a little bit. Don't need to worry about, you know, ridiculous travels and that, because we're not ridiculous traffic, I should say. And if the roads remain this empty, I can just keep my foot flat down and, excuse me, get these jobs done quicker, which is always a good thing, because that means I can log more jobs in the period of time. Whereas on the CD road, you're spending a lot of time in traffic, so you do get less jobs and stuff done on the stream. Anyway, we do have 250 kilometres to go until our destination of Poznan. Ah, so it's Berlin we're passing. So we're on the ring road at the moment, technically. Keep my eye on my CPU usage. It is a little bit all over the show at the minute. It was on 8% just, it's gone to 8.9 now, 8.6 and 8.1, so I'm keeping an eye on how that goes. But I've not had any pop-ups that the stream's having issues, but it's worth keeping an eye on. stay strong. I think it will. If it went into Duisburg, then it might be a different story, but you know, I think otherwise I'm fine. What about Calais? Well, in my stream I was doing alright in Calais, weirdly. Definitely not doing this at 110. Don't like garlic? I love garlic. I'm a big garlic fan. Shame there's no fast lane there. Garlic is one of the things I'm going to be eating a lot when I'm in the Philippines, I think. Bloody love it. Oh, I don't know why I asked, do you eat garlic-based pizza? That is true. I've not had a garlic-based pizza for a while because I've not been having pizza lately. I've not been in takeaway in 2 to 3 weeks. I've been eating my own stuff at home. But I'm sure it won't be long before I have another takeaway. I just noticed we're really close now to the end of this job, so we're doing alright. But yeah, my CPU will get a good workout tomorrow on the CD World stream. If it if it lags, then we know there's still an issue. But unless we go into Duisburg this stream, it's not going to work out. Tell you what, it's starting to get warm up here. I've had the heating on most of the day. It's actually been cold today, but it's only just now starting to feel warm. Hopefully, eh? We used to play PS5 Fortnite, but I may move over to PC. You get much better ping on PC and FPS is better. But it's worth trying it out and seeing how it goes for you. Alright, well we're coming up to a toll booth as we're just down the road now from the destination of this job. And it's probably because of all the game modes in Fortnite now, Krasa, because you've got, I'm coming off here. So you've got, like, you know, OG Fortnite, current Fortnite, Lego Fortnite, there's some sort of racing Fortnite, you've got all the different creative maps. That's how. There's just so much more to do in Fortnite now. It's just me personally, I'm only interested in the OG Fortnite. I'd like to jump on and play some 50 vs 50, even if it's off camera, like, but it's finding the available time. It's like tomorrow's gonna be another busy day. I only want the Battle Royale where you should give you the option to download what you want. I mean, it would save some space, that's for sure. I don't think it'd be popular on stream, but, you know, if I can get a video to it, you know, that'll be nice. In fact, to be fair, my last 2 Fortnite streams I haven't done that well anyway, but we'll see. It's about having, you know, the available time and interest. Go. That's got us a lot closer to 257 here on the Global Cargo Events profile. Let's get this job logged, shall we? Big driver and from Global Cargo. We have gained a new subscriber over on YouTube, so a big thank you for that subscription. It is very much appreciated. Right. Oh, driving to Romania, why not? I'm not even going to try and pronounce that place. Now we're going through Poland, Slovakia, Hungary. I'm getting A's games for that time. And then Romania. And it's in the next company along. Oh, so this is a little bit longer a job, 1,255 kilometres. But it's a nice drive going into Romania. Get on such dual carriage rail motorway, which is just over here. I mean, I'll be surprised if we get to our destination before 8:30. One thing is, though, we'll be on roads that'll be quiet the entire time, so that will definitely help. I wish there was fast lanes here, but there's not. I'm not sure what graphics card I'll get next time, but basically anything that's better than this will be a good start. It wouldn't surprise me if it's a 30 series, but we'd have to see what's on the market at the time, because I've not yet started my savings for my PC, because I'm finishing off my Philippine savings and also my laptop savings. That'll probably take until, well, maybe until August, and then I will start looking at the computer. And yeah, I'll probably end up spending somewhere in the region of £1,000 on the next one. I spent about 800 on this, so, you know. Once the Philippine savings, yeah, because I'll be using that same company. Like I say, once the Philippine savings and the laptop savings are done, I'll start putting it into the computer, and then basically it's just down to me to earn it off revenue, like on this and stuff like that, and then I'll get it purchased. We'll see how it goes. It won't be a potato. Like, look at this PC. This is more than 3 years old, and apart from the cooler, it's not let me down. So, you know, I'm quite happy with, you know, this computer, and the next one will be even better. I suspect I'll end up getting something that's got a 30 series graphics card in, but you never know. Maybe there'll be a 40 series one on sale at the time. It all depends when I've got the money together, basically. So once the laptop's paid for and the Philippines trip's done, I can then, you know, open up an avenue to get that bought. I will start saving up for the Philippines again from day one, but at first I'll be putting less into the Philippines and more into my YouTube savings, like, you know, computers and stuff. So, you know. In fact, to be fair, May is the last month for YouTube where anything I make on YouTube I can put towards the Philippines, because my June revenue shall go into my bank account roughly when I'm on my way home. So there's that. Oh, again, there's no fast lane, so... watching out here. I keep catching the wire for my wheel, and the wire is kind of leaning against my wireless dongle, so I need to be mindful of that. I'm really starting to sweat in here, jeez. Another toll booth. These are getting a bit common. Go. Let's get back up to 110 kilometers an hour. Although we will be going through Warsaw shortly. It looks like it's the city, so we're going through Warsaw City shortly. The 4060 is like 250 alone at least. Well, that's summer. Yeah, what I'll end up doing most likely is putting 100% of my YouTube revenue for June onwards into my PC savings. Well, maybe the first month might have to finish off the laptop savings and then put it into the PC one. Start it that way. Oh. Starting to really sweat. As a level crossing, told we've come ahead, so I'll probably open the window here a little bit then. Let in some air. That'll let in some cool air. I need it and my PC probably needs it. It probably doesn't help now that the fact that I've got my PC literally next to me, because beforehand it was under the desk, but because part of that desk gave way, I don't have that bottom shelf anymore, so it's now on top of the new desk. We're coming into the 50,000 series, well, 5,000 series. So by the time you buy new, I don't know if the 3,000 will be good price compared to the 4,000. Yeah, it's all true. It'll depend what's on the market at the time when I've got the money for it. In short, it depends how much I earn on YouTube really each month. The more I earn, the more I can put into the savings really. And then it'll all depend on, you know, what the options are when it comes to it. See, one of the problems with having a setup is that you want to upgrade the setup every time you buy new, so you end up paying more each time, you know, for a better computer. It's like, you look at it, the first computer I got was 430 quid, the last one I got was about 800, I think it was 820. This next one's probably going to be somewhere not far off either side of 1,000. You know, it's an issue. Right, should be out of the city area for Warsaw shortly as well. In fact, there we are, out of it now. I might get lucky again and get a good computer in a sale, because again, this should have been 1,000 back when PC prices was high, and I got lucky. I got it for 820 quid, I think it was. So it goes to show. Alright, 1,000 kilometres until our destination of somewhere in Romania, which I cannot pronounce, so I'll put it on screen. That is where we're going. And we've got 22 tonnes of scaffolding. In terms of further content for me tonight, I have a emergency video going online at 9 o'clock, so that's in an hour until that. There'll be an ETS2 short at 10 o'clock, and then I'll make sure there's a Pokemon Go short at 3 AM. The Pokemon Go short, of course, aimed at the South Korean and Japanese viewers. But anyone can watch that, but obviously European viewers would expect to check it out in the morning. The main thing is, hopefully you guys do enjoy the content. That is the obvious the main thing we're looking for. So a little bit of A-road driving. It's nice to have a mixture between A-roads, dual carriageways and motorways, to be fair, because it keeps you, well, it keeps it more interesting. And that's what you want. Also, as a heads up guys, my plans for YouTube for the rest of this year and next are just about sorted out now. And that's another thing that needs to be, you know, if you're going to be a content creator, you need to plan ahead. You know, what like in my terms, games, what do you want to cover? When does it come out? How much will it cost? You know, what equipment do you need for it? All that sort of stuff. The laptop I'm saving up for at the minute will almost never get used for YouTube. I might use it like once or twice when I'm in a hotel to like schedule videos and stuff, but it's not meant to be. You know, it's not meant to be a you know, something connecting to YouTube. But, you know, it's needed. Everyone looks ready to explode, so that'll be a bit of peace of mind when I get the replacement for it. Starting to go dark in Euro Truck Simulator 2 as well, as we start to head towards the night time. Oh, I thought that call was a bit earlier then. Yeah, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere at the minute. No motorways or settlements in front of us for a little bit. And it leaves us in a very quiet part of the map where we're not really seeing anyone. In fact, how busy is the server now? Is it still above 3,000? It is. 3,388 people currently on Simulation Server 1. Definitely want to keep this job at 0% load damage as well. The more I can lock my VTC, the better really. If it weren't for the fact I was going to the Philippines in July, I'd be aiming to be in the top 3 for either distance driven or money errands for the VTC. But because I've got that Philippines trip, I think it's highly unlikely I'll manage that this year. I think I have been close the last couple of years to get into that top 3, but I don't know how the other guys do it, because you think how many hours alone I'm spending on stream, it's like, you know, it's like, I think I'm not far from 4,000 hours now on YouTube. I need to check. I think I'm not far. I'm definitely starving now. Looking forward to my dinner tonight. Salt and peppered chicken with some egg fried rice. Can't beat stuff like that. Need to see how much salt and pepper chicken I've got left. I'm pretty sure I'm down to my last portion of egg fried rice though. I've loved it. I'll definitely be trying to get hold of more when I can. Well, we've got 750 kilometres still to drive until we get to our destination in Romania. Because we are going into a DLC area, we won't see many people, as you've seen now. The vast majority of the player base stay in, you know, Calais, Duisburg, CD Road and nearby to that. You don't see many people going into DLCs anymore, which is a shame really. And hello Extreme ETS2, nice of you to join us over on YouTube. Don't want to take these corners too quickly and tip the truck. I'm trying to keep the damage at 0 for maximum earnings. If that's what is the earnings on this job. Over 56,000, so you know, that'd be a good bit of revenue. Oh, and I hope the microphone quality has been fine this stream, because ever since I got my my microphone, you know, for my because this is the microphone I used for my very first video on YouTube, apart from the Pokemon Go ones, and it used to sit over here. because I've moved my computer and the wire doesn't reach, it's now sat over here on my left. So I'm hoping the quality's still as good as it normally is. So I've got no way of getting the microphone over where it normally was. So I'm just hoping this is good. Somebody coming towards us. I really did hug that inside line then, just to be safe. Joining a dual carriageway now by the looks of it. In fact, we're about to go through Cos Ice, and again it looks like we're going through the city. So we're still in Poland, and this job goes to Romania. So we're still going to get out of Poland, go through Slovakia to get into Romania. So it shows that how far we've still got to drive, guys. There we go, into the city area. No option to go straight, unfortunately, so I do have to lose my momentum to make this right turn. Should come out of the city here in a moment because there's no more companies up here. In fact, there we are, we're starting to come out of it now, and we have. Right, well, a bit more A-road driving. We'll put the full beam on now, so it is near enough fully night time on Euro Truck Simulator 2. And we'll keep making our way to our destination. I mean, guy needs kicking from the server, really. That's just not on. And that is one problem you do have with going into DLC areas, is because you don't really see anyone. So people start getting relaxed for the parking and parking in absolutely pathetic places, as just seen then. This guy still can't spell sorry. He's tried twice, failed twice. Well, I didn't realise how close to that wall I was then. That was nearly a disaster. But we are going up to a dual carriageway now, so this will help us stay at 110 and get this job done reasonably quickly. It's definitely been an interesting drive, this job though. It's been a nice mixture between motorways, dual carriageways, A roads. Exactly what you're after, to be honest. And we're merging onto a different dual carriage rail motorway ahead, guys. Less than 500 kilometres until our destination in Romania. We must be at least in Slovakia by now, surely. Move over because this lane's closed, because that was a turn off only lane. You can't turn off, there's no lane there to turn off. So yeah, it is Friday evening, guys. Hopefully everyone's had a nice week, and hopefully you've got a good weekend planned. And we are off at the junction here. Any mini eggs? Well, funnily enough, those cakes I bought about a week ago, the mini egg cakes, I finished them off before. So I've not got any mini eggs in at the minute. But you never know, I might be able to pick up some tomorrow when I go for this rail talk. I'm actually not even sure when Easter is, so you know, I don't know when they'll stop selling them. Couldn't reach where that H was, so I had to use my phone. I don't know, it's the start of April, so it's not far then. Oh yes, there's going to be a lot of blimmin' bank holiday, so I need to be careful not to try and put something in my diary to do on the bank holiday, not realise it's a bank holiday. Right, there's a T-junction ahead of which we're taking a left at it. It's nice to be doing roads I've not done before. It's always a good thing. So I am live both days over the weekend as well. Saturday and Sunday are both CD Road live streams, which will be, there'll be a lot more going on in them streams compared to this. Don't worry about that one, guys. Get another brakes then, as that corner go a little bit sharp. Oh, there's actually a boulder checkpoint here. Oh, I thought the turn was there, it's a bit further down. Total weight is 59 tonnes. Now, I know I put a little bit of weight on me, but not that much, surely. another checkpoint. Any chance there, like? Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was saying 0 kilometers, and I'm like, yeah, sure thing. Yeah, a bit more air-road driving, which is nice. For those who like your air-roads, you're definitely going to like this one. So do I, Krasser. So do I. Hello, Nivbro and Nivbro VR, welcome in. I was struggling to pronounce your name. Hi man, I don't have anyone to play with. You want to play together to make you happy. I'm not sure if I'm doing another job after this one yet, because I've still got my dinner to make, and it is getting late in England. But I say next time I'm doing a chill drive stream, you are welcome to tag along. Come on. Was it 23:30 for you? It's late over there then. For me it's 20:30. Well, I've still got to cook my dinner. Amongst other things. Not to mention early start tomorrow. I actually need to plan that actually. How early of a start? Yeah, first timer at this part of the map, I'm pretty sure. It's nice to have the roads done. Not to mention the... oh, didn't realise my truck was swaying that much. But yeah, not to mention more kilometres and stuff logged for the VTC I'm a part of. I was taking 0 risk then with that corner when I could see somebody was going the other way, so I slowed down more than I probably needed to, but you don't want to cause a collision with somebody else because that's how you get banned. Yeah, looking forward to my salt and pepper chicken with egg fried rice now. Oh, I can feel it. I'm not even sure how much salt and pepper chicken I've got left. Might end up using the last of it tonight, depending. Determined to get this job back, well, I say back, to the end in one piece. Smell food from what I'm assuming is next door. It smells lovely whatever they've made. It's just making me more and more hungry. Hunger strike, I won't be ever doing that. Well, we got 50 kilometres until the destination, guys. We're going down to one lane, so it's back to A-road driving for the what's probably going to be the last little section of the job. We're about to come into that city. the F7 garage is just in front of me here. There we go. Speed limit 60, but I'm carrying some momentum, so that will help.
Guys know that they fly, know that they ride or die. My guys know that they fly. These brothers might ride or die.
Guys know that they fly, know that they ride or die. My guys know that they fly, these boys might ride or die.
Unless you heard it from me, got it from me, then you ain't heard it from me. All the energy. Unless you heard it from me, got it from me, then you ain't heard it from me. All the energy. Guys know that they fly, know that they ride or die. My guys know that they fly.
Right, let's get this dropped off. That should be drive-throughable. Yeah.
Why they wanna move like that? Why you want one? Why you wanna act like that? Why you play hard? Why they wanna move like that? Why you want
It's awkward having them little things drop between the lanes. Makes it a lot more awkward getting the truck in. There we go. That'll do nicely. We made it. Is that enough level 257? No, nearly, but not quite. Very, very close. Right, well, it is time that I wrapped up this live stream. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's tuned in tonight. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed this live stream you are watching over on YouTube, make sure you have hit that like button. If you're a first time viewer on YouTube, make sure you do subscribe and then hit the bell, as that way you will be notified of any future videos and live streams from myself. If you're a first time viewer over on Kick, make sure you do hit the follow button, as again you'll be notified of the future live streams. And I'll be back tomorrow at 6 PM doing some ETS2 CD Road. I'm sure you guys will enjoy that one, and I'll see you for that. Nice one, guys.